preseason. You know, South Florida really made them pay earlier in the season, and I think this West Virginia team is as tough as they come. I think they're a physical unit offensively. I think they can pressure you defensively. Special teams is pretty good, but I think that they have the ability to do it throwing it and passing it offensively.
Here's a look at the West Virginia schedule. South Florida, Connecticut, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh still to come. Join us again next Saturday at noon Eastern time. Ryan Hart and his Scarlet Knights of Rutgers, they travel to the Carrier Dome, take on Damian Rhodes and the Syracuse Orange. Big East football action next Saturday at noon Eastern, only from ESPN+. Syracuse falling last night to Connecticut. Connecticut 1-0 in the conference, and Syracuse dropping to 0-2 in Big East play. 2:01 to go here in the third. 27-14 West Virginia. Bednarik back in at quarterback. And Slate looked like he was going to find a hole there, but then it got closed up. Chris Dirks, number 93, makes the tackle for Rutgers.
And Greg Schiano uses another timeout there to stop the clock with 1:55 left to go in this game as the rain continues and the wind continues to pick up.
So the Mountaineers are going to have a bounce back. They lost to Virginia Tech at home last week, 34-17. And Rutgers coming off a win last week. They beat Pitt here at Rutgers Stadium, 37-29.
They can take control of this league next week with a victory. You know, Louisville comes in needing a victory desperately to keep their hopes alive of a Big East title in their first year.
West Virginia going to go to 2-0. Rutgers will go to 1-1. Connecticut won last night. Cincinnati's playing Pittsburgh today. Syracuse dropped to 0-2. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. At Syracuse, at Connecticut, home for Navy. South Florida will be back here for that one. They go to Louisville on the 11th, then a week off, and then finish up with Cincinnati.
Yeah, at Connecticut's going to be a tough ball game for Rutgers, and then back-to-back South Florida, and then at Louisville.
Connecticut's fortunately lost their starting quarterback last night. There's a big hole again, and it's a saving tackle by Gerald. That was Slayton, had lots of running room. Here's one of the stories today for Rutgers. Their wide receivers couldn't get the ball to them. Moses, 4 catches, 33 yards. Tucker, 2 for 24. Foster, 1 for 20. And Underwood, 1 for 15.
Yeah, big hit by Geralt. Open field tackle on a guy that's been slippery all afternoon. Just that left hand on the left shoelace.
Good thing he got him. That was a terrific block on the edge here by the tight end Josh Bailey. So 4th and 5 coming up. Rain picking up. Coming in from the south. 21,000 and change here at Rutgers Stadium.
Brave fans today.
Yeah, you bet. How about this day by Slayton? 25 for $139.
Wow.
Last week, 11 for 90 on the ground.
Yeah, had 102 all-purpose yards last week against Virginia Tech, and he follows that up with a huge afternoon today.
What did we learn about Rutgers today?
Well, I think they have a good team. I think Rutgers has a lot of toughness. I just think that consistency against good ball clubs, and it shows up in turnovers. They've always been able to shoot themselves in the foot in a big game or in a big spotlight game where they could take the next step. And I still think they're a team, even though they're a veteran ball club now after Greg Schiano's been here for his 5-year tenure. But, you know, it's a team that needs to make plays in big spots.
Look what happened today. Block punt, touchdown. Leonard fumble, touchdown. Actually, that was a Rice fumble. Teal interception, turned into points. And then an interception set up a West Virginia punt. But here's Brady with the kick, and he's going to pin Rutgers back inside the 15-yard line as Foster caught it out of bounds with 1:43 to go.
That's a weapon.
Sure is. That punt covers 44 yards.
First down and 10 at the 12.
So as we look at the Big East standings, it's going to be interesting to see what South Florida does coming off that resounding win against Louisville a couple of weeks ago. See what they do in this conference.
I'm interested to see that team because I know they've got a lot of skilled players and a lot of team speed to South Florida. And they proved it against Louisville, who was picked to run away with this conference.
That's right. So Ryan Hart is in at quarterback. 1:43 to go. He's in trouble, and down he goes. Taken down by Keelan Dykes, the sophomore from Youngstown, their strongest player. Most talented guy is Jeff Castile, their D coordinator. Dingle there as well.
Second down and 15.
Nicely done.
And only a 3-man rush that time.
Yeah. They are dropping. It's like the entire state of West Virginia. Hart got nobody to throw to. And he's taken down at the 19-yard line. Clock at 1:05 to go.
And if anything, you're trying to get to out of bounds and get the ball or just throw it away so you stop the clock. You need 2 touchdowns. So not sure Ryan made the best decision there.
49 seconds. Get it to Harris. I believe that's only what the first. How many catches? 2 catches today for Harris. Motion's running high here. This is the game of football. Mike's caught it. It happens. Hart. Oh, what a catch. Nicely done by McCann. His second pick of the day, 3rd of the season. Final exclamation point right there with 31 seconds to go.
Pass intercepted by McCann.
That is an outstanding INT by D. McCann. He's out of Greene County, Mississippi.
Well, you can't fault Ryan Hart for trying to push the football down the field, but a better play by D. McCann. Just that soft zone. Tucker trying to sit in, and the ball just a hair underthrown. And a great concentration interception as you see somebody look like Wicks or a die coming in to deck Sean Tucker if he would have caught the ball.
That was a big-time hit. 4 turnovers, 3 on picks. And how about McCann? Smart play. Hey, game's over. Just take a knee.
Absolutely. We saw that last week from Rutgers.
Right, Leonard did that. And they'll run out the clock here. And that is your ball game, folks. Rutgers cannot stop the clock. And the West Virginia Mountaineers' dominance of Rutgers. They add another one to the belt. 11 consecutive victories over Rutgers. And they're going to run it down. Rich Rodriguez and company coming onto the field. I want to thank our stage manager, Bob Anderson, stats Rich Freesia, and Brian Robbins, our spotter, Brad Halpern, and our graphic stats. The big boys, the veterans in the truck, John Kettering and Mark Medonic.
West Virginia
27-14. And happy birthday a day late to our producer, Jim Roller.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jim.
Today's game. Don't forget to catch the Scarlet Knights in action next Saturday.
So West Virginia goes to 2-0 in the Big East Conference, 5-1 overall. Rutgers drops to 1-1, 3-2. Their 3-game win streak by the wayside.